Welcome to 5 Minutes to Learn. This is Michael Reisinger. We'll go ahead and get into this. So this idea for this episode about how to make an amazing work culture came from one of my buddies, Matt at Wrapped KC, a full-service auto wrapping company here in the Lenexa area, serving all of Kansas City. So go check those guys out if you can. So Matt, you asked on Instagram in my questions, how do you create an amazing work culture? I've only got about 5 minutes to explain this, and it is quite a technical subject, and there is no shortage of resources out there for people wanting to know about how to do an awesome culture. But let me start with what an amazing culture isn't, okay? It's not necessarily the building. It's not the ping pong tables. It's not the outdoor cafe, or whether you have a full service restaurant in the building or not. Now, those things are nice to haves, but some companies, especially, small business owners who maybe have a space where they're just getting started out, or maybe they're 100% virtual, they need to know about how to make a great work culture. And so let's talk about what culture is. So culture has been described as the way people feel when they start their day at the job, how they feel when they get started on Monday at 7 a.m. or whenever. It's the way they feel when they are there. How do people feel when they are on the job, when they're working in your company? And so as a business owner, it is so important for you to establish, first off, just the culture as beginning with you. The culture is what you intentionally create. It's also what you tolerate. So remember that when you start adding people to your business, the culture is going to have new needs and changes. And so you want to know your values as a company. And my EOS friends out there will say that core values are not aspirational. Values are discovered in a company. So in other words, they exist whether you acknowledge them or not, but core values are what basically you demonstrate as a company. And that's not just to your employees, but also to your customers. And so, do you have a culture that is supportive? Do you have a culture that supports employee growth or growth of the clients? In other words, if, you choose to work with my company, is your company going to be better off for that? Am I going to be somebody that you can trust? Do I have the integrity to be added to your business partnership? So I think it really starts with that, from the business owner. And a previous guest of mine said that they wanted an integrated life. I think also having an integrated business. In other words, you do what you say and you stand by your word, okay? You support your employees. It also means that you recognize that the values of your company are above maybe your opinion on how things need to go. And so the culture should always kind of be that indication of your true north and your values. Does our culture match what we, who we say we are to our customers and to our employees? So again, I worked for a company, this is a great example of a company that, lived its culture. For this company I used to work in, it was a Ralph Waldo Emerson quote in the stairwell, and it said, "Health is the first wealth." It was just a simple quote that you could see that in the way that the company supported its employees. So not only was there, a gym on site, but there was healthy food in the cafeteria. They had generous paid time off and maternal leave programs, even coverage for paternity leave for fathers. The benefits indicated that health was important to this company. And so again, culture can show up in a lot of different ways, but again, it's how you feel, how you support your employees. And if I was to poll one of your employees randomly at any time, would the things they say line up with who you say you are as a company or line up with your core values? Thanks for listening to 5 Minutes to Learn.